The word earth has how many letters in it? 5. We have 5 letters, so we'll go 5 factorial. But how many repetitions do we have? None, so there's no need to divide by anything. We just need to find out what 5 factorial is, and that is what? 120, yes. The word hello has how many letters in it? 5 letters. So 5 factorial over how many repetitions? We have 2 L's, so we'll go 2 factorial, and this comes out to be the same answer as what we had before, which was 60, I believe. 60 is the final answer. In how many ways can 10 people be awarded these places? And we have 4 places in this contest. The formula is NPK equals n factorial over the quantity factorial of n minus k. Fill in the numbers to get 10 factorial over the quantity factorial of 10 minus 4. That comes out to be 10 factorial over 6 factorial, which is really 10 times 9 times 8 times 7. And that comes out to give us a final answer of what? 5,040? Alright. 5,040. In how many ways can 11 people be awarded these places? And we have 3 places. We have 11 people, and we're going to choose 3 at a time. 11 factorial over the quantity factorial of 11 minus 3, which is really 11 factorial over 8 factorial. And we can simplify that down to 11 times 10 times 9. And what does that come out to be? 990. In the word suite, we want to figure out how many different ways we can arrange the letters in the word suite. First of all, count the number of letters. There are 5. Now, do we have any letters that repeat?
Yeah.
E. How many E's are there?
2.
On the bottom, you would put 2 factorial. Is there anything else that repeats? No. Therefore, you just simplify that problem. That's really the same thing as 5 times 4 times 3, which is 60. Negative 3x minus 4 equals negative x minus 12. Keep your negative 3x on the left and the minus 12 on the right. Move this minus 4 over to the right side and make it plus 4. And then the negative x here, move it over to the left, make it plus x. So negative 3x plus x is negative 2x, and then negative 12 plus 4 is negative 8. Divide negative 8 by negative 2, and you come up with an answer of positive 4. 3 minus x equals 4 minus 2x. The rules are still the same. You keep your x's on the left and the sign before them, and your numbers, your constants, on the right, which would be these. What you must do is move everything else. This minus 2x must go over to the left side and become plus 2x. And then you'll have this plus 3 here, even though the sign isn't written. Plus 3 goes to the right side and becomes minus 3. Now simplify both sides. Negative x plus 2x is x, and 4 minus 3 is 1. Negative 7 plus 3x equals negative 4 plus 6x. Rules are still the same. We need x's on the left and constants, the numbers with no x's, on the right. Everything else must change. So this plus 6x on the right goes to the left and becomes minus 6x. The negative 7 from the left, think of it as a minus 7. Move it to the right and make it plus 7. So now we have 3x minus 6x, which is a negative 3x. And negative 4 plus 7 is a positive 3. So 3 divided by negative 3 is negative 1. A equals 11,330. That's the amount that we end with. We start with 8,779. The period is 5.25 years, but we're looking for the rate that was in place to make this happen. So we start with 11,330 equals 8,779 times e to the RT power. In this case, t is 5.25. Alright, so our step 1 is going to be to divide 11,330 by 8,779. That leaves us with e to the r times 5.25 power on the right. Next, we need a log natural of 11,330 divided by 8,779. And on the right, log natural of e to the r times 5.25 power. By rule, we can move r times 5.25 out to the left of the natural log. So at the bottom here, the left is going to stay the same. And then on the right, we're going to be able to do a cancellation after we move the powers down. So we'll have r times 5.25 out here to the left of log natural e. What happens to log natural e?
Cancels, equals 1.
Cancels and equals 1. So what we're going to do here is find in the calculator log natural of 11,330 divided by 8,779 comes out to be approximately 0.255. We're going to leave that in the calculator and divide it by 5.25 to come up with an answer of r equals 0.04858. And we'll go to 5 decimal places, but we're not finished yet. It's a percentage, so what must we do to express this as a percentage?
Move it to the right 2 places.
Yeah, move it to the right 2 places. And what was the most number of places that we expressed a percent in the regular problem before? One more. 3. So we'll go over 2 places and make it 4.858. And in the calculator there was another 8 after that 8, so that rounds it up to 9.
Okay, good.
So the final answer is 4.859%, and make sure you put the percent sign on, because if you don't, it's a mismatch. You can't have r equal to 2 different numbers. If one's a percent, the other one's a decimal, it still works out right. We are converting 9.75 years to years, months, and days. First of all, the easy one is 9 years. And then we have 0.75 of a year. So what you do with that is 0.75 times 12. 0.75 times 12 will give us 9 months. We don't have any days left over, so the final answer is 9 years and 9 months. We are converting 6.335 years to years, months, and days. The easy one would be 6 years. And then you have 0.35 of a year, so multiply that by 12 to come up with the months. And 0.335 times 12 is going to be 4.02. So now we have 6 years, 4 months, and now we have 0.02 of a month. What we're going to go with is 30 days. Some months have 31, some 29, 28, but we'll go with an average of 30. So we'll multiply 0.02 by 30. 0.02 times 30 comes out to be 0.6. 0.6 of a day. So we have no days left, full days, but we have 0.6 of a day. A day will be 24 hours. So 0.6 times 24 gives us a value of 14.4 hours. So we'll go 14.4 hours and leave it there and exclude minutes and seconds.